Hey, welcome back to the show. I'm a huge fan of the Nolly DSP plugins, and I've noticed they've just released the Mesa Mark II C Plus pack. They've brought this whole amp back in its entirety. It's an absolute classic, and I just really want to give it the ultimate test and just see if it can capture that MkIIc tone, and we'll just see how it goes. So this is a first for me. I've just downloaded the software. I have no idea what to expect. I've just opened the window here. This is the default sound that we've got. So that's a pretty crunchy default tone. I've just set the input at -3.3. That's what I usually run with this software. And the output, I've just brought it down just so I'm not destroying my eardrums. But this is the basic amp window, I guess. It's all the push-pull shifts and things. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's awesome. They really capture these beautifully. So I guess we'll just run through it the way that I use them. But essentially, you've got your stomps up the top. What have we got? The compressor, overdrive, 1, 2, and chorus. Cool, all Mesa stuff. Then with the amps, they've got 1 and 2 here. Are they both the same? I think they're just skins of each other, but the same amp. And, oh, cool, look at the back panels. Oh, the slave out. Oh, adjustable presence and reverb. And I changed the output transformer, that's cool. These really are classics. This is pretty cool. I think we'll get some good tones out of this. The post EQ section, it's like another Mesa slider, but it's got some more variables there. I think that'll really help, but we'll come back to that. And then for the final, we've got a delay and classic reverb, all Mesa based. All right, let's make some tones. I'm not familiar with the Mesa Mark II C Plus at all. I've never used one. And for that being said, I went into Flemming Rasmussen's notes just to get started on what the push-pulls and things were for MkIIc so we can get it close off the part. So these are the notes from Flemming Rasmussen. He's got pages of this. I'm sure you're all aware of them. But he took the notes in the recording sessions of Master of Puppets and Injustice for All. And he's taken down and jotted down what he had for the post EQ for the affix B&B EQs that they used on those records, and as well as the slider positions and the amp dials and things for this amp. So what have we got here? That's not pulled, 9.5, thereabouts. Pull shift is on that at 7. Pull shift not engaged on the bass, that's on 2. 4 for the mids. Engaged for the deep. 5 for the pull lead, not engaged for the bright at 3/4 or 3 3/4. And for the last one, I'm guessing that's the presence that will just turn this around. And what was that? 4.5 thereabouts, I guess. Turn the amp back around. The sliders now. What have we got about there? Just under. And then for the cab, I think this looks like a classic 412 that they would have used. I won't go a second mic at all. We'll just go a single SM57. And I don't know. Distance nice and close. Maybe a little bit back off the center. Let's see what we got. That's so cool. I think it sounds a little tiny bit boomy in that bottom end. We might just go to the cabinet first. We can change these things. Oh, whoop, go up to that window. Just off the dust cap, classic single SM57. That's so cool. We'll just see what the different cabinets sound like. and then the 212 stacked. A lot of low end in that one. That's actually a really clean tone. Like, there's nothing going through the front end. We're not boosting it in any way. I'm not doing any post EQ. We've just set it up simply off Flemming's notes. And that's a better tone that I can get out of the Mark V. I'm not lying. I can't get that. Let's just check out this EQ, see if we can just get it bang on maybe. I think that's good enough though. I think it sounds better when that post EQ is off, but it would have been awesome if they put like a para EQ in this, just so we can try and recreate that Injustice for All sort of tone. Just the rhythm tones up front. I want to look up some more Flemming notes and just see what it can do, but let's try just putting a little tiny bit of boost in front of that, just to give it a slight. That's a cool tone, but it's taken us away from the Master of Puppets, isn't it? Just turn that off. I think I prefer the tone when it's off. It's sort of more organic. It's got more of that sort of James Hetfield thump about it. But we'll just try dialing a little bit more gain just to see. It's actually a really close tone just as it is. Like, no matter what change I'm making, I'm sort of taking away from the original. I think if anything, it's just slightly too heavy for those lower tones. We'll just wind that deep just back slightly. And I'll just add a bit more gain, a little bit more gain. I finished doing the recording and I was wrapping up and I was just playing around with the software here, and I came across on the back side of this and I switched to the Class A power amp because we were saying it was a little tiny bit too full in the bass. And I switched to the Class A. I'll just give it some more volume to compensate for the drop, but holy crap, it just made it exactly the same. I had to go back and show you that, and I'm sure you can see why. That just sets the whole thing off and makes it so cool. That's Metallica's tone right there. That's Master of Puppets. But yeah, there you have it, guys. I think Neural DSP, they've delivered again. It's a really solid plugin. I think it's 99 euros and worth every penny, and you've got a real Mesa 2C Plus. I think it sounds as real as anything I've ever heard, and you can go through all Flemming's notes and try and dial in the rest of all the tones from everything that he had written down for the different songs, and so cool, exciting. Thank you, cheers guys, take care, bye.